trust somebody that forgets passwords all the damn time? Seriously, how do I know any of this shit's real? All you're doing is quoting somebody that forgets his passwords at least 6 times. I mean, if this is such a big freaking deal, do you not write your passwords down? Or your trip codes? Like, I can understand you forget an email that you don't use anymore, but this is supposed to be like your calling. You're forgetting your trip codes. What the hell? Oh, it's been hacked. It's been hacked. Oh, yeah. You make it sound like everybody's coming after you. That's why you mess up the trip codes. Because you want to make everybody think that Q's going to get hacked and there's going to be a bunch of propaganda that's being spit on there. Which there already is. There's propaganda all over Q post. It's just the propaganda that you told your audience is good propaganda. I don't get it. I was watching it before. I was watching it in November when Michael Trim, I caught his live show a couple times. And as soon as y'all actually sent out, or in the description of all y'all's videos, y'all put where the trip codes were. Y'all lost. If you go check out the trip codes, and for instance, like one, I forgot who even it is. It was somebody that's pushing this Q shit, and he goes, look, Q posted this, and Trump quoted him. Yeah, Q posted it 34 minutes later after Trump tweeted. I could be Q. This is fucking stupid. Y'all are all idiots that follow it. Y'all listen to your master, Jordan Sather. Q's real. Q's definitely real. Believe me. What, you can't trust me? No, you've been lying about everything that you've put on YouTube. And there is somebody that's covering your ass. Either you got a high-priced lawyer, because now you're doxing, or you're retweeting people that are doxing them under a brand new Twitter account, and you're acting like Antifa are up in Washington. It's not doxing you, man. You've already told everybody you're up in Washington. You're a ridiculous person that's just after money, has the biggest freaking ego I've seen from somebody that reads post. And then your webinar, yeah, not who the hell actually pays for his damn webinars? You're a personal trainer, and you're calling out people that, and I remember listening to this because I used to watch it until I realized that you don't, like, anybody that goes against you, like, says, oh, that's wrong, you like attack them or you troll them. But I remember watching, and you're like, yeah, I want to go become a naturopath. And then you're shitting on people that are helping cancer patients. So what are you for? Are you for people that are trying to help people? Or are you trying to tear people down like that so that only people go to you? And yeah, I know the other big personality that is on Twitter. She has a YouTube account. Don't think she posts much. Yeah, I know who that is. And I know that she steers people to this direction.
I've never been with a mercenary before.
And if anybody else wants to find that out, all you have to do is go look at sponsors for channels. All you have to do. It's a person that, when people are actually coming online, start their channels, doing pretty good work, they're the people that go, oh, this person needs something? I'll offer this to them. And you'll always feel indebted to the person to push their propaganda. I can't say it. Propaganda. Propaganda. Now I can't say it because I just went to go get food and now I'm thinking of grande. Propaganda. So there's a lot of people out there that got helped out by certain people when they were just starting, or they like hit a bump in the road or something. Everybody hits a bump in the road. But it's gotta suck to not have the creative freedom, which I don't think they do, because all they're doing is reading off shit. The funny thing is that they shit on people that play video games. So you're saying that and all these people that say this aren't like 50 years old that are saying it. So you're saying you never played video games? You never played online with anybody? Man, you must have been a really weird kid that you didn't have friends at all. Because I was either playing sports, going and hanging out with my friends, and the funniest thing is, like, Guitar Hero was the biggest thing in the world at the time when I was growing up. Every chick that I was hanging out with at that time was playing video games. And these aren't, like, losers that were playing video games. I know that's how y'all make it sound, but maybe y'all need to start playing video games so you can see actually not everybody's shitty like y'all that treat everybody like crap. It's just propaganda. Propaganda to get you to their site. Propaganda to make you believe them more. Propaganda to make you trust them. The little bits that actually are true, that's what you put the most into, which everybody does. But it doesn't make your outlandish claims true. There's crazy stuff happening in the world. Y'all talk about Yemen? Did y'all talk about Syria? Negatively. What's going on in Syria? No. Y'all said it was good. How idiotic are y'all? Y'all sound like the damn government or one of these mainstream media outlets. But you know what? Most people don't want a freaking war. And that's what the person that y'all are supporting so much, that's what he said. That's why a bunch of people voted for them. They wanted our troops to be back home with their families and their loved ones. And y'all are trying to dox military members or former military members. You know how ridiculous that is? I don't think that y'all do. Y'all call yourself patriots. No. That's unpatriotic. For one. And it sounds like something that what people would think Russia is trying to do. Like the mainstream media, y'all are how mainstream media looks at Russia, which I don't. Y'all look just like everything they're describing about Russia. Y'all look just like that person. There's so many things that are out there that y'all just jump on. And you're like, yeah, it was me first that said it. Yeah, okay. Oh, and the craziest thing is, so I think everybody has seen this, or nobody has seen it. I don't know. So, I was watching Tom DeLonge and Joe Rogan, and that's when I got introduced to Sather. because immediately after that podcast, and I watched it live, what was in my recommendations? It was Jordan Sather talking about Antarctica. Because something got triggered while they were... I haven't checked the tags on this video. And I don't know if that's why his YouTube channel was actually down and he was scrubbing shit that would connect this. Because, of course, I wasn't making YouTube videos then. When I believed in Q and I saw how much y'all were, like, making and everything, I thought it was ridiculous. I was like, I can read off a freaking teleprompter, or I can read off post, especially when it's like 10 words, and then you're just going off the top of your head. Propaganda. Don't know who y'all are. I'm saying that loosely because I have a feeling there's like 5 or 6 people that I think I know who it is. And this is exactly what one channel that I followed very closely and still like the people that are involved in that channel. But I see it. The funny thing is, Rogan doesn't realize that his show is a jumping point for a lot of people. Everybody thinks that he's like, the crazy thing is everybody thinks that he's like Masonic or something like that. Or he's a Mason. And that's just how many, I mean, Masons, especially because he was up in Boston and New York. The filth that he was, y'all remember how raunchy his comedy was? And it still is there, he's just been more accepted. Because of UFC and from news radio and Fear Factor. So he's been more widely accepted, and that's why his podcast just became massive. And the funny thing is, I was watching it from basically when they were on Justin TV. Like right after they stopped doing on Justin TV, I was watching. And when I was working, I would download it onto my old computer, and then I'd watch it up at work while I was working. And I just I'd flip my laptop open, have it going, have my headphones in, and following paperwork the whole day. So I'd download like 6 of them and do it. And he doesn't realize that all the people that he's been getting the last couple years, actually, you know what? The last couple years haven't been as bad, but like right before Alex Jones came on, there was a period of like 7 to 8 months that he was getting scientists, scholars, religious scholars. Who else was he getting? But people were using this as a jumping point to launch their YouTube channels. And it's not the people that are going on there, it's the people that know what the next guest is going to be, and they can jump off of that because they know it's going to be played a ridiculous amount of times, or watched a ridiculous amount of times. And they will jump off of that and put the tags. And remember, this is before YouTube changed. The tags, if they were a new upload, and if you timed it right, you could time it to where your upload is right when his show is going on, or it's right after it aired, right after it streamed. So there's a lot of things that you could do before to be able to get in the algorithm of right after Joe Rogan's podcast. And it would be certain, like you would just have to have like 4 topics that were in the tags that were identical and it was in a timely manner after the podcast or while the podcast was going, and it would be in the recommendations. And it's crazy to think that that's all it took for this Q movement to become this big. Because I bet you a bunch of people forget that they were watching that because it was about aliens. Remember, it was about aliens. And the secret space program. That's what it was about. And it went directly to Jordan Sather. The next video that played. And it doesn't matter, you could have walked away from your computer, your laptop. After Rogan ended, it went to Sather. So it got in your more recommendations. I didn't sub to him. He just kept coming up because as soon as it was over, it went to it, and I watched more than half of the video. So it kept coming up anytime I'd look up like conspiracies. So we know how it happened. There's a lot of different ways it happened. It became big on the chans. Reddit was a big thing because you could push. How many shares would you get on Reddit? People forget that that's still a big thing. You have a Reddit account, you're not supposed to do it, but some people still do it. Like I was in like this other chat like a couple months ago, and it was like just small YouTubers, like really small YouTubers in the hundreds and 50s. And of course they're just trying to get their name out there. I've stopped trying to do that because it's kind of slimy. And the funny thing is, that's how all these big YouTube channels became big, is they would just go into other channels in their comment board and speak on a topic that was controversial in the comments, and people would sub to them. That's how Crowder got big. He even explained it on Daily Wire when he was on there with Ben Shapiro. They were talking about it. That's how he became big. And he realized that it's got to be controversial. It's got to be something that people have a strong opinion about, good or bad, because it creates conversation in the comments. And that's what he realized. He goes, holy crap, I just hacked it. I just hacked the matrix of YouTube. But y'all have a good rest of the day. I've been making videos, haven't put anything out today. I guess I put something out last night. The whole Jordan Sather retweeting a doxing. Yeah, I put that out. And there was going to be more stuff with that, but I was like, screw it. Everybody needs to see this crap before it gets taken down. And you did retweet a doxing. And I know that's why you kept tweeting. You were doing a tweet storm last night. It looked like a bot account. That's how much you were tweeting. Do you have a life? I know why you don't edit videos. You're always on freaking Twitter. You can't edit a video. You're always on Twitter. You don't realize, to be able to trend on Twitter, you have to have, in 5 seconds, and this is what he's been trying to do. This is a crazy thing. For 5 seconds, you have to have 1,000 people retweet or like what you put up there. But remember, they have moments now. Now you can create moments. And that does help. Just so y'all know. You have moments, you created a moment on the topic, so it looks like you're the creator of that topic, and you're the source of that topic. So people trust you. I act stupid as hell. I really do. I act so stupid that people wouldn't believe the stuff that I know. Of course, I have a lot of people that are IT programmers, the biggest companies in the world. And all I have to do is ask them. If that's what it looked like. That's all I have to do. So, it's insane that people believe this crap still. And I feel sorry for the people that put mortgages out or sent these people money. I mean, Jordan Sather, before he even got on the Q topic, and he's just pushing this nonsense space BS. I used to watch UFO Hunters all the time because I thought it was an entertaining show. And it opened your mind to think outside of reality. I like those investigation type shows. And that's what you're pushing your channel as, an investigation type channel. But you have not investigated anything. You sat there on your ass, or you stood there and pointed to a whiteboard that makes you look like a powerful person because you look like a teacher and we're supposed to bow down to our teachers. And that's why you used it. And you had good penmanship. I think. I don't even remember. Who knows if you even wrote that crap. I wonder if it was a girlfriend, because I remember the whiteboard disappearing after that. Weird. But I don't know how people can believe in this crap anymore. And if last night wasn't something that was like, holy crap, this guy is egomatic, egotistical. I don't know what is. Infomercial. Gaia TV. Infomercial. Gaia TV. That's all it is. Yeah, I was recording a song earlier. But it's going to take too long, and it's wasting too much time on Jordan Sather as it is. I'm actually pissed that I have to do this, and like, because I'm not doing this on a video. I'm just doing it with my microphone. My portable mic, and I'm actually pissed that I'm gonna have to wait for this to upload when I plug it into my computer, wait for it to go onto OneDrive, and wait for it to go onto my my iPad and laptop so I can actually put it into a video. I'm so sick of this dude. I'm so sick of, like, the crazy thing is he was in Joe from the Carolinas chat the other day when his ex was on there, and he was actively trying to shut her down, like actively trying to shut her down, and none of his followers saw this because they just go and watch his stuff and the Q stuff, which is probably on a playlist that we don't know of, a secret playlist that we don't know about, that all these people are on. And that's how they get these views. I don't even think that they have real subscribers anymore. I really don't. Because I found stuff that you can have it, and if you change it every couple of weeks, you can get by it. Yeah, and if people are going to accuse me, yeah, I have 132 subscribers right now. And this isn't what my channel was going to be. It was going to be gaming, because I didn't want to get in this mess. But when you see it happening all the damn time, look, how do you help people that aren't looking for this? How do you help them from getting out of this? Because this is going to... I don't know if y'all realize this, but all y'all are doing is creating emotions. And emotions in politics is not a good thing. It never has been, never will be. And that's what politicians want. They want you emotional, and they want you hanging on every word that they say. That's why I think this is political. I think that somebody political, I think somebody that's a politician is in charge of part of this. Like once it got to a certain point, it got taken over. Because like beforehand, he was talking about really interesting things, like Antarctica. That's really interesting. You know why? Because they don't let us go down there. That's why. Anything that's restricted is interesting. If the whole world was open for us, it wouldn't be interesting to know about these certain things because you could just read it in a book. I mean, there's history that we don't know about because it goes against what the current government is. We don't have real history. History is written by the winners. History isn't written correctly. It never has been, and it never will be. And that's depressing as hell because you're reading in school propaganda. Man, I gotta use a new word because I can't say it anymore. But that's what you're reading in school. And that's depressing because it's like 1/7 of your middle school and high school life when you're at school. And it's 1/6 or 1/7 of your whole school life. Like, you're teaching me something that is factually wrong this whole time. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there that's real, but they write it like they were, like the person that was writing it was sitting there on a stump watching this go out from right in front of them, watching this play out right in front of them. It's like these remade, these movies that are made based off of true events, and people are like, oh, I forgot what it was. It was something stupid as hell, but they're like, yeah, did you see that? See that movie? He's like, when he said this, oh man, I can't believe he said this. He didn't say that. Try and do this. When somebody's talking to you, try and repeat every word that they just said. Now tell me that history is correct. Peace. Stay positive. And love y'all.